For a city that hasn't seen championship playoff hockey in 30 years, Winnipeg is certainly embracing the Manitoba Moose and Calder Cup final. And for native Winnipeggers like Mike Keane, the long wait is over.
Well, obviously, it'll be great for the city. There's talk about the 30 years since I've been in the finals, but like you said, you can't get too far ahead. I have to make sure that I get my team ready for Tuesday.
The 42-year-old Moose captain is leading the team on and off the ice. His locker room presence is second to none, considering he has won 3 Stanley Cups. But his contribution goes beyond that. He has 11 points in 17 playoff games, including a highlight goal against Houston that tested the hand-eye coordination.
I thought I'd get a better sauce pass from Bliznak, but apparently he's not very skilled. So.
He's one of those guys that, you wouldn't trade him for anything. He's one of those guys that everybody wants at the deadline. Everybody, when his NHL days, he was always on a winning team, and it was because he picked up his game come playoff time, and nothing's changed this year.
While Keane is in the twilight of his career, Cody Hodgson is just starting. The Vancouver Canucks first-round draft pick last June and the top forward at the World Junior Tournament is thriving in his first 7 games at the pro level.
It's pretty incredible looking around the room and seeing all the experience and hockey knowledge there. I'm just trying to soak it all up and learn as much as possible from these guys.
Like everybody, first time in the championship round and playing against a very good Hershey team, and the big crowd and the excitement that came with it. I think that he had a tough time with some of his game, but he makes up for it with his smarts and his hands. And his ability to read plays, and I have confidence, and he's a guy that as this series goes on, that his game will get a lot better.
Hodgson and Keane are part of a team that was built for this run. Corey Schneider was the top goaltender in the AHL this season, and 2008 league MVP Jason Krog was lured from Chicago to Manitoba during the offseason, and he hasn't disappointed, averaging more than a point a game in the playoffs.
Definitely, it's about time. I've been here for 4.5 years, and it's we've had some good teams, but we haven't had great teams, and I think this year we got a great team.
There certainly was a big league feel for Game 1 of the Calder Cup final against the Hershey Bears after 15,000 people sold out the MTS Center and set a brand new AHL league record. It's a statement that goes beyond the AHL circles, especially after NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman suggested that Winnipeg should have an NHL franchise before Hamilton. And just by coincidence, Jim Balsillie will be in Winnipeg prior to game number 2, not for the game, but for a speaking engagement. Sean Churchill, TSN, Winnipeg.